Welcome to the 52 Parks Project. Every Wednesday this entire year, I'm going to be building one park a week, and we're going to fill this map with 52 unique parks, small, big, all different kinds. I'm super excited about this project, and I hope you'll follow along every single Wednesday. Jumping right in and starting with park number 1, we are going to build around this beautiful modern train station. There are 3 items I want to use for this first park that I haven't put together in this way ever, and I thought would be really fun. So I'm going to use the Locomotive halls, which is kind of like our train museum. I'm going to put this over here for the moment. I also want to use the piggy train, which is adorable. And I also want to use the little traffic park. So the first thing I want to do is I want to build a road to come into this area and add in some additional parking. I'm actually going to grab a small road here, and I've already prepped this area. As you can see, I have a bike road coming in here. And I also have a little dirt path that will then attach to whatever little community is built over there. And then I also want to make sure I connect this bike road here with a bike path down to the train station as well. All right, let's grab our larger parking, because again, this could also facilitate park and ride as well. Okay, I got the right size there, so let me put this here, and that way we can put the parking on this side here. Let's use move it. Just clean that up a little bit there. Perfect. Okay. Nice. All right, and then we're going to want to think about also in this area, probably bringing in some sort of little cafe or restaurant and maybe like a little souvenir shop as well. But let's go ahead and move our Locomotive halls. See if we can center that there. I do want, let's just grab and move it here. Yeah, this is going to need to go. Yeah, this can go on the back side here. Yeah, and then we can do a restaurant with like the little piggy train kind of out in this area. I think that'll work out. So let's just move this to here. Let's make things nice and tidy. Because we do have parking back here, so it would make sense to also pull the road a little further back. So let's do that. Just want to get this nice and clean. If we go up and then back here. Yeah, I think that works really well then. Okay, let's just also use move it, bring that down. We can center this up. This way. Perfect. Oh, I like this a lot. Okay. Yeah, I like this setup. And then what we can do over here is select a nice cafe and then put in our little piggy train as well. So I think we grab one of the cafes from the park. So yeah, there's this larger sidewalk restaurant. It doesn't leave a lot of room for the piggy train though. So I think I'm going to go with this smaller cafe. I think that's going to work well. And we'll select which one we want there. And then this can fit right in here. Yeah, I think this is going to work really well. Let's fix our lighting so we can really see what we're looking at. And there's that one. Yeah, it's kind of got the brick look to go with the building here with the museum. So I think that works pretty well. We can use Move It to clean this up a bit. Just like so. Okay, that's gonna be really nice. I can even move this even in a little closer there. And then I've also left this nice dirt path that can connect into whatever community is back there. And so what I'd like to do is then also bring this pedestrian path over to here as well. And then connecting over into this area. I think that'll be really nice. I think once the path comes into this area, it's paved. That makes a lot of sense to me. So if we pull this straight, and that way the path can come right into there, I think that looks really nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, I really like these three assets together too. They're a little oddball, but they actually work. You know, we've got the little piggy train and the traffic park with the train museum. It all fits, even though it's a little different, but I really like it. I think what we'll do is actually grab from the mountain lodge. There's a nice mountain gate entrance, which we can put right here. Let's get changing my mind here a little bit. Let's just pull this through like so. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna work then. Go into here, I was just thinking a little restroom right next to the train station would probably be really nice, and we have this one right here. I always like to adjust my lighting so I can see what I'm building. So let's get right down in here. Okay, we can get that pretty close. We do a little restroom there. And then we can actually do a little bench as well. Oh, you know what we can do? I love the, again, going back to the mountain lodge. Yes, these are so cute. These little covered benches are adorable. So let's put that here on the side. Almost as if it was a part of the building here. Little spot to sit. There is perfect, actually. Okay, so now I want to build my little trail system. This seems like a small area, but I think we can make a nice recreational loop and then have a few cross points for the trail. That way you can do the whole thing, or you can do a shorter version of it. I always like to do that when I'm designing trails. And then we'll plop an item or two out this way from the nature reserve, just so that way people will walk out this way as well. So I am going to do a trail that loosely goes on the outside, and that we have some room to play on the inside as well. It's a nice little trail system. Again, not too big, but I think it really works, and you can't really get lost because it's all a loop, which I also really appreciate. Walking trails like that where I know, okay, eventually I'll loop around to something I've seen before. So I really appreciate when trails are set up that way. Okay, great. I think this is a really good starting point. Lots of landscaping needed to make the vision of this come to life. Let's pick a couple items to put inside this area so that we do see people walking through here. And it's a good place for, oh, we need to have a main gate. Okay, well, we can fix that. We actually have a little spot we could put. Is there a small one? Yeah, there's this small one. We could put, oh, that's an interesting idea, actually. Yeah, 2 points that you could access the trail. I'm not fussed about that at all, actually. I think that's nice. So let's make this work. If we go from here, out that way, and then we can create a little crosswalk there. And we just move this right on the other side here. I think this is nice anyways. If you were coming in from this way, it's nice to be able to head out this way as well. This works. Okay, let's grab this and let's come right into here. Perfect. Okay, now I think, is that gonna work in the area? Yeah, it should. I already painted this whole area a park, so we should be good with that. There we go. Now we can do this. So let's put this here. Let's do a smaller one here. I don't think we need a lot, so I think that, oh, we could do a bouldering site. Yeah, that's an interesting thought, but I think we'll just pop this here. I know what should go here. If we go into, there's a asset mine, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, this has a very cool look to it. And it matches with the area too. Little tiny eatery there across from the traffic park. And we can bring in some landscaping to that area. So a little second option. Something a little less fancy than here. And then thinking about what we want here. Oh, we talked about doing a little souvenir shop. That would actually be really good to have. Yeah. A little souvenir shop. That's not a bad idea. And then I think we just bring in another brick building just for the aesthetic of the building. So if we did here 2x3 and just grabbed, do you have anything here? Yeah. It'll just kind of fit with the aesthetic in the area, which I think is nice. And even though it is an industrial building, you could see maybe it was an old brick building that was turned into another type of shop or something like that. Yeah, I think that works really well. Nice and neat, and a really fun park to come to if you like transportation and trains. So that's like the theme. And then you're across from this beautiful train station. And then also whatever community is nearby, they have this great hiking here, which which I think is fantastic. One other thing we can do is also tie in the trains a little bit here. Like if you're someone who really likes to come watch the trains, I think what we could do here is bring a little path here. So we've got a little bit of elevation and you could see the trains coming in across the water this way. So what we could do is grab one of the lookouts. Let's grab this one, put that down. And this could just be a little special spot where you could come and watch the trains. I mean, if you really loved trains, you're right near the trains. You could watch them. I think that's a good little spot. Yeah, something cute, a little something extra to put in there. So like I said, when you're looking at a big area like this, it can feel overwhelming. It's good just to start in one area. So I'm just gonna start in this little area here, and then we'll just move out from there. So I like to start with low vegetation and work my way high. I just prefer to do that way. It doesn't mean that that's wrong or right. It's just the way that I like to do things. So I'm gonna bring in, and I like to taper out to the less dense vegetation. And then on the edges here, we can use the smaller one. And again, we'll make these all a little different. We'll bring in a bit of a different look. What I like to do when I'm designing a park is think about a palette or kind of a vibe that I want. And I just want this to be like overrun nature. So then I like to go to something a little bit taller. So there are these bushes that I really like. So yeah, there's this larger bush I really like, and it's like a good height. It's not too tall, but it does have some height to it. So I really like that. So we'll just throw in a few of those. Love that. I do love the fern, but it's not too big, and this is a large area. You can see it's pretty tiny, so I'm sticking with a bit of some larger pieces in this area. Okay, so then let's come to our horse chestnut. We'll put in a few of these. Get like a nice mix in here of trees. I like a good mix. So something like this is really nice, and it didn't take too long. I think if you look at this whole area and think that you want to do this, it can feel pretty impossible, but if you just start with a small area and work your way from there, it's not too bad. So I think maybe this is what we leave as our open field. So let's come back to that at the end, and let's work our way down this way. I love having open space. I think it's really important, just because then it can provide many different uses for the community that utilizes the park. And that's really important, to have lots of nice open space. I think you get the idea of what I'm doing here with this landscaping. So I think I'm going to be silent and just landscape away, and I'll speed this up on the editing side. Yeah, and then I'll come back when I'm finished. Okay, so I left this little area open because I did want to, within this trail system, leave an area where you had visibility to the water. And then I thought we could bring in some cute little picnic tables in this area. So yeah, let's go with these. And just sprinkle in a few of these. And let's also look at the mountain lodge. Yeah, they have these covered, which are really cute. So let's pop 2 of these in there. And then it's just like a little place you can come down and picnic. Nothing too major. One thing we will bring in here is grab a little outhouse. I think that's going to be really important. So let's just put that. Let's actually put that. No, let's put that down here. Let's do a little outhouse. And then also, not a bad idea to put a little sign right there. Yeah, I think that works really well. It's just a nice little area on the trail. The other place I left open is under this big rock. I think this would be like such a fun little spot. Let me get the sign facing the right way. And again, we could do a little seating area in here. Let's do a little. Yeah, some little logs you could sit on. And then again, just make this a really cute little picnic area where you can come, you know, have lunch underneath the rock. You could see kids really loving to just like run and play, hopefully not hurt themselves. But yeah, just a good little area here. So again, let's just, for convenience, let's pull through a little outhouse here. And oh, we probably need some little trash cans as well. Little recycle. Yeah, let's put that here. And we'll also put one here. And then let's go back and put one over here. Yeah. Very important to have little trash receptacles. Okay, cool. So we've created a little picnic area there and a picnic area underneath the rock. And I went ahead and made a little rock park. That's a fun one. That's for our friend Jen, who loves the rocks. Okay, so I wanted to leave this big open area. This is like just the field where you can run and have a picnic and throw the ball, whatever, just a nice big open space. So there's nothing we need to do to it. It just is going to stay open. But along the roadside here, I do want you to be able to see into the park, but I do also want some landscaping here, but not as like dense and thick as I did there. Something a tiny bit more manicured, but nothing, I still want it to feel very nature forward. So let me do that and I'll come back when I finish that, because it's going to take me a little bit. Okay, that's actually nice and simple. I went pretty light landscaping there. I wanted you to be able to have peekaboo views through. You won't be able to see the water from here. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I want you to be able to see into that inner trail and for it not to be as dense as the rest of this. So yeah, I think this turned out really nice, really wonderful recreational use. We got 2 little picnic areas and just this nice wide open feel, our rock park, rock climbing. I think it's just a nice rounded recreational focused park. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. Hope you guys like that. The next thing I want to do is just give this a nice zhuzh, detail this up and make it look really pretty. So let's do that. Okay, and there we go. As you can see, I went ahead and Eggsy detailed this map really beautifully, and so just went ahead and copied what was there and pulled that through here just to kind of help blend that into what we already had that was existing. I brought in a little bicycle parking here next to our park and ride parking lot. Yeah, I think this turned out really beautifully. I love this. It's very simple, but it serves so many purposes, and especially for the community that lives nearby. If they had access to this, plus you can come from all over the city into this beautiful modern train station and come here for an afternoon and visit the museum, go on the piggy train, get a bite to eat, have fun in the traffic park, and then you can run around in the park. So a great school field trip place to bring the kids on the weekend. And if you live close by, great hiking trail. You can take the dog in the mornings, and I think this is just an awesome addition to whatever community lives near our first park. Thank you again for being here on the 52 Parks project. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe.